My beloved child, prepare your soul for a night unlike any you've ever known. This is not merely a moment in time, but a sacred appointment I have ordained from before eternity began. Tonight, as the stars take their places in the sky and the veil between heaven and earth thins, I, your God, will begin a profound transformation within you. A new season will unfold not only for your soul but for your body. Your every fiber, your every heartbeat and breath. Perhaps your heart has already sensed subtle stirrings, sleepless nights, strange dreams, whispers from deep within your soul. These are not coincidences. It is I, your Creator, gently awakening the depths of your being, preparing the spiritual soil for a transformation beyond your understanding. Now, the appointed time has come. Tonight marks the beginning. It is no accident that I chose this time. July opens like a gateway into a season of powerful shifts. The wheel of destiny turns now with a new speed, a sacred rhythm unlike any season you have known. This month is not merely a date on the human calendar. In the heavens, it is marked as a season of divine orchestration for your life, and your body will be the first to sense this new flow. So prepare your heart for a sacred night. This is the night when the veil between the visible and invisible is thinner than ever. My breath will sweep gently through every cell of your body, through each strand of DNA I shaped before you were ever born. My words tonight will not merely echo in your mind, they will imprint themselves deep within your physical being. A divine design, prepared just for you, will begin to unfold. Did you know, my child, that before you ever took your first breath, I saw this very day. I saw every challenge you would face, every weariness that would weigh you down. I also saw the deep desires in your heart for restoration, for renewal, for a stronger, fuller chapter. I heard every silent prayer, the ones no one else heard but I did. The tears you shed in solitude, I gathered like precious gems. Tonight, my answer begins to take form not with thunder or spectacle, but with a sacred flow, deep and sure. My hand will not destroy, but shape with gentle power, like a skilled potter molding clay. I will touch every part of you, leaving nothing untouched. And once I begin this work, I will not stop until it is complete. You may feel anxious, for the natural heart trembles before the unknown. But remember, the one who speaks to you is the one who numbered every hair on your head. Nothing about you is foreign to me. None of your limits surprise me. I created you with every unique trait, and I will be the one to renew you so that you may step into the greater things I have prepared. You may ask, why now? Why this season? And I say to you, because the time is ripe. The cycles of time, the pulse of the universe that I command, have brought you to this precise moment. Not a second too soon, not a moment too late. Know this: what is about to unfold is not the fruit of human effort, but the result of my grace. It is not something you earn, but a gift I delight to give, because I love you, and because your purpose in the coming days requires a body, mind, and soul reshaped by my design. So tonight, as you quiet yourself and yield to rest, do so with an open heart. Let your mind resist nothing. But surrender completely. Let every breath be a yes to what I am about to do. And know that when you awaken, a new season will have begun. Even if your eyes do not yet see it fully, the door in the Spirit has opened, and I, the faithful one, will lead you forward into restoration, into new vitality, into the glory waiting to be revealed through your life. My beloved child, for many days now, I have been softening your heart, preparing you for this moment. The subtle stirrings you felt in your spirit were not random. The strange dreams, the midnight awakenings with a sense that something profound was drawing near all, were signs from me. I have been whispering to your soul even as you thought you were asleep. Gentle waves of my presence have flowed through your consciousness, melting away long-held resistance and making way for the movement of my spirit. Now, with the veil between the seen and unseen as thin as mist, I will act. Tonight, not a single one of your prayers will fall to the ground. Not a tear will be forgotten. I have gathered them into golden bowls in heaven. They are a fragrant offering before my throne. And now, like a long-awaited rain, my favor will pour over your life. I have orchestrated this moment not only for your soul's renewal, but for your body to align with a new Ordera rhythm in tune with the heartbeat of heaven. You may have thought that spiritual transformation was something abstract, touching only the soul. But I tell you, all that is spiritual deeply affects the physical and the mental. When my spirit moves, he does not stop at the soul. He reaches each cell, every muscle fiber, every nerve within you. For you are not a fragmented being, but a whole wonderfully woven by my hands. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. Psalm 139:13. July is not an arbitrary month. In the heavenly timetable, it marks a shift in spiritual seasons. The door has opened. The wheel of destiny begins to turn at a new cadence. Words I once spoke through the prophets are now converging. And you, my beloved soul, formed and preserved by my care, are called to step into the center of this divine flow. You are not a spectator. You are an essential part of the symphony I am composing in this generation. Ask yourself why. In recent years, I allowed you to endure such intense trials. Why did it feel as if every foundation beneath you trembled? It was not disorder, it was preparation. Like a craftsman refining gold in fire, I used those trials to purify you. And now, as July opens like a glorious gate, you are more ready than ever to receive the new work I am about to unfold. Do not be surprised if your body becomes more sensitive in the days ahead. Do not fear if your dreams grow more vivid. If the whispers of the Spirit become clearer, do not be puzzled if you notice subtle shifts in your heartbeat or in the breath you draw. These are signs that I am at work. When I mold a new vessel, the vessel feels every touch of the potter's hand. Just as a clock must be adjusted to keep perfect time, so must your body be realigned to heaven's new rhythm. Every fatigue, every remnant of weariness clinging to your form will be cleared away. My spirit will be like living water, washing through every dry place. Where there was stagnation, I will breathe vitality. Where there was pain, I will bring healing. Where there was heaviness, I will restore strength as the eagle rises. But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:31. This is my word to you now. The weariness that weighed down your body will lose its hold. A fresh vitality, a sacred energy will surge through you. And this is not only for your own renewal, but to prepare you for the mighty steps you are about to take. Know this, my child, when I act completely. I do nothing halfway. The transformation I am beginning in you will not be fleeting. It will be a lasting reconstruction, reaching to the very core of your being. So open your heart. Resist nothing. Tonight, as you rest, Let every cell in your body echo my words. For what I begin today, I will carry to completion. My beloved child, when I said that this July marks a season of profound transformation, I did not speak lightly. This is not an ordinary time, nor a mere passing breeze. This is the season where the wheel of your destiny, turned by my own hand, begins to spin with a force and speed far greater than anything you've ever known. I compare it to a roller coaster, not to frighten you, but to show you there will be sharp turns, sudden accelerations, and free fall all precisely designed by me with divine accuracy. Understand, my child, that what is about to unfold is beyond your ability to manage through your own wisdom or strength. Though you have learned much and endured many refining seasons, this new journey will require a deeper surrender. This is not the time to rely on past experience or seek safety in the familiar. I will open new paths, take you into places you've never been, and in doing so, your body, mind, and spirit must be restructured to walk in step with my new movement. You may sense that you are being invited into the center of a sacred dance, and you are not a bystander. You are a vital part of the rhythm that has already begun in the heavenly realms. July is not just a time of personal change, but a time when I am connecting vital links in my spiritual body across the nations. You are one of those links, divinely placed to fulfill your part in this holy symphony. So do not be surprised if, in the coming days, your relationships begin to shift. New doors will open. Some connections will step back. People destined for your next season will arrive. And others who walked with you in the past season will be led on their own path. Do not fear these shifts. They are not losses, they are refinements. I am realigning your circle of influence in preparation for a deeper and wider calling. In the midst of all this movement, your body will most clearly feel the waves of change. Never think of your body as a lesser part of your spiritual journey. No, my child, I created your body as a sacred part of your whole being, a temple for my spirit. And in this season, as I accelerate your path, I will not leave that temple weak or outdated. I will intervene deeply, renewing every internal system so you can run without growing weary, walk without fainting. Take comfort in this. I am the master over every motion. No acceleration escapes my control. No turn catches me unaware. No free fall lacks the embrace of my everlasting arms. Throughout this journey, even when your emotions rise and fall, I do not change. My love remains steady. My presence stays close. My plan for you stands firm. You will need this truth as an anchor for your soul. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the author and finisher of your faith, Philippians 1-6. What I begin tonight, I will not abandon. I will lead you through every twist and turn until your transformation is gloriously complete. Tonight is not just the beginning of a new personal season, it is the start of a chain of changes that will impact the very sphere of influence I have assigned to you. So yield to my grace. Step into tonight with an open heart, not with fear, but with holy expectancy. Let each heartbeat align with my voice. Let every breath say, "Yes, Lord, I am ready." For from this night forward, nothing will remain the same. A new you is being shaped. A new journey is unfolding. And I, the faithful one, will walk with you every step of the way. My beloved child, when I say that transformation begins with your body, I do not speak metaphorically. Your body will be the first to feel the new wave of life flowing from me. For years, You have carried not only physical fatigue, but invisible burdens that pressed into every cell, every muscle, every joint, lingering stress, silent fears. Unhealed wounds left their imprint. But tonight, I declare, a restoration begins. A stream of new life will enter every part of you, renewing, regenerating, and reviving what was worn. Know this, I have seen the journey marked into every beat of your heart, every breath you've drawn. I do not despise these traces. Every scar, every time you pushed forward through exhaustion, I have recorded it. But now, you no longer need to drag a weary frame. I will breathe my spirit into every cell, and it will feel as though your body is being born anew, not through human strength or medicine, but through the sacred movement of my spirit. Picture your cells as dry fields after a long drought. They thirst for living water. And now, as I speak, my spirit descends like the first rains of spring, soaking deeply into each part. Dormant areas will awaken. Weakened organs will be revived. Your blood will flow with new vigor, delivering life where there was fatigue. And especially, I will touch your marrow, the very wellspring of your physical strength. My child, I heard every prayer you whispered in lonely nights. Lord, I am so tired. I have no more strength. None of these pleas went unnoticed. And now I declare that weariness shall no longer hold power over you. In its place, divine energy, sacred vitality, will rise within you like dawn breaking after a long night. When you awaken, you will begin to notice the shift. It may start as a lightness in your limbs, a clarity in your mind, but day by day, the transformation will grow undeniable. But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:31. This is not mere encouragement, it is my unshakable promise, now unfolding in you. When I renew your strength, it is not so you merely survive, but so you live abundantly, fully, a life worthy of the sacred call I've placed upon you. Understand, child, this renewal is not for earthly acclaim. It is not about boasting of a strong body. Its purpose is far greater, to prepare you to run the race I have set before you. For in the days ahead, you will be entrusted with new missions, tasks too great for a weary vessel. I do not want you striving in human strength, but soaring in the power I provide, and that begins with the restoration of your body. You may ask, how will this renewal happen? You need not grasp all the spiritual mechanics. Simply believe, I, who formed each of your cells, also hold the authority to rewrite them as needed. I will work quietly in your sleep, in moments of stillness before me. What was disordered will be aligned. What was weak will be reinforced. What was barren will be filled. And do not forget, this restoration is not just for now. It is preparation for the season to come, a season demanding endurance, agility, and strength greater than ever before. I am renewing you not only to feel better, but to fulfill your divine role in my greater plan. As you run your race in the days ahead, you will know that you are not upheld by human will alone, but by my holy breath flowing through you, my beloved child. As the restoration within your body has begun, I am now also doing another work, one that is more visible, more revealed. I will touch your outward form and shape it according to the image I intended from the beginning. Your body is not merely a biological vessel, it is a precious jar, a temple for my presence. And now, I will fine-tune and restore that vessel to reflect the beauty of divine creation. Remember, when I formed you, I carefully traced every line, every feature with good purpose. Yet over the years, through the weight of sin, the decay of the world, and the trials you have endured, that form has been worn and distorted. I do not blame you for this. I know the battles you've faced. But now, I declare, I will intervene. I will realign, renew, and restore what time has eroded. Have you felt heaviness in your posture, aches without cause, areas of your body that feel like a stranger to your own skin? Do not fear. My child, I see these things more clearly than you do. Tonight, I begin a process of healing and reformation. The flaws you've carried in silence, I have not overlooked them. The imbalances that brought shame, I will correct them. But remember, the transformation I bring is not to earn the approval of people, but to shape you into a vessel suited for the powerful flow of my spirit. Imagine a silversmith refining a treasured cup. He does not break it nor coat it with something false. He sets it in fire, melting away the excess, smoothing every rough edge, until it shines like new. So I will not change you hastily or superficially. I will work gradually, deeply, with precision. Misaligned parts will be adjusted. Weak muscles will be strengthened. Uneven features will be harmonized. And when the work is complete, your body will not only be beautiful, it will be strong, enduring, and ready for the high calling ahead. But, my child, my work goes deeper still. Not just the outer form, but light from within you will begin to shine through. When my spirit rests fully upon you, there will be a radiance that cannot be hidden. Others will see and recognize my mark, not through your clothing, not through your words, but through the very presence emanating from you. This glow belongs only to those deeply touched by me. You once prayed, Lord, make me a useful instrument in your hands. I heard that prayer. A useful instrument must be sharp in spirit, but also strong and agile in body, fit for the flow of grace. A warped instrument, no matter how skilled the musician, cannot produce a pure sound. So, I will reshape the instrument of your body. So, when my spirit moves, no physical hindrance remains. Rest assured, I will work within what you can bear. I am gentle. I know your frame. I know the limits of your body. I will not overwhelm you or cause undue pain. This change will happen with grace, little by little, giving you time to adjust. At first, you may feel lightness in parts of your body, then comfort, agility, and ease with every movement. Hear me, this new radiance is not cosmetic. It is a sign of inner transformation. When people see you, they will know something has shifted, and you will have the chance to testify it is the work of the living God, not the hand of man, but the hand of heaven. So prepare your heart to receive this change. Do not close yourself in shame. Do not let insecurity breed doubt. I know every part of you more deeply than you know yourself, and I love you completely, even in your unrefined state. But because I love you, I will not leave you there. I will lead you into total renewal, not just outward beauty, but a home worthy of my glory, my beloved child. Now that I have begun the renewal within and touched your outward form, I declare the deepest transformation is coming, one that unites spirit and body in perfect harmony. This will be a spiritual sensitivity you have never known before, a complete alignment with my voice and the movements of my spirit. Along your journey, there were seasons when my voice seemed distant or unclear. Times when you asked, "Lord, where are you? I cannot hear you." But today I tell you, I was never silent. The dust of life, the worries of the world, and weariness dulled your spiritual ears. But in this season, I will do a new thing. I will refine your spiritual senses until they become sharp, attuned to every breath and wave of my spirit. Have you seen a still lake? Where even the gentlest breeze sends ripples across the surface, so shall your spirit be sensitive to my every movement, every whisper. You will hear every divine nudge. You will perceive without confusion. This is a great privilege, but it carries responsibility. The more sensitive you become, the quicker you must obey. What I reveal is not for knowledge alone, but for swift, spirit-led action. This new sensitivity will not be confined to the spirit. It will overflow into your natural senses. Your vision will sharpen. Your hearing will heighten. Your intuition will become clearer, not to make you appear supernatural to others, but so you may cooperate with me more deeply in the assignments I give. There will be times when, with just a glance, you will perceive a wounded soul. With one touch, you will feel my spirit moving. With one whisper from me, you will know when to speak and when to stay silent. Do not fear this change. My child, I understand the human instinct to resist the unknown, but trust me, I created your senses. I know your limits, and I know the hidden potential within you. The sensitivity I give is not a burden, but a gift to help you move effortlessly with me. When your spirit and body align with my spirit, what once required great effort will now flow with ease. You will no longer struggle to discern what I am doing. Instead, your every step will be guided by deep knowing, not from intellect, but by revelation from me. Warnings will come at the right moment. Encouragement will arrive right on time. Strategies will be revealed in due season. You will move like a river, following my current without resistance, without hesitation. This sensitivity also serves a higher purpose, to bring you into deeper communion with me. There are realms of my presence that only those refined in spirit can enter. I long to take you there where my voice is not only instruction, but the breath that revives your soul, where every moment in my presence becomes a source of profound joy and unshakable strength. Yet I also give you this loving warning. Such sensitivity demands a life of holiness and spiritual discipline. You must guard your heart from the noise of the world. You must take time to listen, not just speak. You must cultivate humility. For sensitivity without humility can lead to pride. But do not fear. I will not leave you to manage alone. My spirit will teach you how to walk in grace and balance. Therefore, open your heart to receive this deep transformation. Know that you are being called into new depths of intimacy with me. And as your spirit is refined and your senses expanded, you will become one I can trust to carry out my profound purposes in the season ahead. This is not a gift for personal keeping, it is for the service of my kingdom, in greater power and effectiveness than ever before. My beloved child, as I continue to work a profound transformation in your body, mind, and spirit, I also want you to understand the spiritual principles that govern this entire journey. Without understanding, you may feel lost when the changes begin to manifest. I desire for you to walk not in confusion, but in light and truth. First, know this. Every deep transformation must pass through twists and deep waters. This is no coincidence. It is how my kingdom operates. No soul I use mightily is exempt from refinement in the furnace of trials. Just as gold is purified by fire, so your spirit must be tested to radiate my glory. Do not think the difficult seasons of your past were in vain. They were the stepping stones preparing you for this very time of change. Remember the story of Joseph. I gave him dreams of a high calling, but before they came to pass, he faced betrayal, slavery, false accusations, and imprisonment. It seemed as though everything contradicted my promise, yet in those dark places, Joseph's spirit was forged as humility, his faithfulness, his sensitivity to my voice, all honed through trial. And when the time came, he rose from the prison into his destiny with honor. So it is with you. The valleys you've walked were not random or punishment. They were the places where I taught you not to rely on your own strength, where I trained you to hear my voice in silence, where I built within you a firm foundation of faith. And now, as the season of transformation arrives, all of it will serve you. You will see that no pain was wasted, no tear was meaningless. Everything was preparing you for now. Another principle to remember: transformation does not unfold in straight lines, but in the rhythms of heaven. There will be times you feel like you are soaring, and times when things seem to slow or even regress. Do not be discouraged. These pauses are needed to strengthen what I have planted in you. If a tree grows tall without deep roots, it will fall in a storm. So too, these slower seasons are when I drive your roots deeper into the unshakable ground of my word. Transformation also demands quick obedience. The more sensitive you become, the faster you must respond to my voice. Not everything I ask will seem logical. Not every path I lead you down will be easy. But in obedience, especially when it defies understanding, my power will be revealed. Remember Abraham, who left his homeland for an unknown land. He obeyed. And through that obedience, I established an eternal covenant. Most importantly, through every twist, every deep water, I will never leave you. I am faithful. When I promise to renew you, I also promise to walk with you through every part of that process. Even if you feel alone, know I am closer than your breath. Let this truth anchor your faith, so that when the trials come, you will not be shaken. So walk forward with understanding. Let not emotion lead you, but let my truth be your foundation. And as you do, you will experience a transformation not only in body, but in your entire being, so that you may become a vessel fit for my use in the new season that is opening before you. My beloved child, now that you understand, transformation cannot be separated from twists and deep waters, I want to speak to you about a vital truth. Trials are not a sign of my retreat or absence. They are evidence of my deepest care for you. I love you too much to leave you as you were. I see the potential I have placed in you, and I know that it can only be revealed through refinement. Look back at those I used powerfully in Scripture. None were exempt from the furnace of affliction. Moses spent 40 years in the wilderness before becoming the deliverer of my people. David was hunted and lived as a fugitive before being anointed king. Even my son, Jesus Christ, endured 40 days in the desert, facing temptation and suffering, before emerging in the power of the Spirit. So when you enter seasons of testing, do not assume I have forgotten you. In truth, that is when I am closest. I watch every reaction, every word you speak, every thought you entertain. For trials are not only for stripping away what does not belong, they are for building within you the qualities I need for what comes next. Every time you persist through adversity, new strength is forged. Every time you choose trust in the darkness, a new layer of glory is added to your life. Do you know why I did not let you walk this journey on a smooth road? because comfort does not shape character. Ease does not build faith. If I allowed you to remain in safety, you would never discover the depth of my love and power for you. I long for you to know me, not just through theory, but through living experience. I want you to learn that when all else collapses, I remain faithful, the shepherd who never leaves your side. My child, every time you feel you've reached the bottom of the valley, remember, that is where the roots of your faith go deepest. Like a tree must root deeply to withstand the storm, so must you be grounded in my truth. Only then can I lift you to great heights without you falling to pride or inner weakness. Valleys were never meant to break you, they were meant to ground you. Do not despise the small days, for it is in them that eternal strength is formed. You must also know, I allow trials not to see you suffer, but because I see the glorious outcome awaiting you. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future, Jeremiah 29:11. Every hard season you endure is preparing you for a greater calling. For without influence, without training in the secret place, you would not have the strength for the public assignment. In every trial, you are never alone. I go before you. I surround you. I uphold you. There will be moments when you feel you can't go on, but know that in those moments, I am giving you fresh strength. Every time you lift your eyes to me in exhaustion, I pour in new power. And it is in these moments that you will learn the most precious truth, that true strength is not yours, it is mine in you. My beloved, see the trial as a friend, not a foe. Welcome it with gratitude, for through it, you are being prepared to enter things no eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no heart has imagined. And when you emerge from the fire, you will not only be refined, you will be anointed anew, clothed in fresh authority of the Spirit. As you walk deeper into this transformation, there is a foundational truth I want you to grasp. Your body, mind, and spirit are not separate fragments, but a wondrously woven whole. I did not create you as three disconnected parts, but as a divine symphony, each part influencing, resonating with, and supporting the others. Understanding this will help you partner with me more fully in the transformation I am performing. Many of my children believe the spiritual journey concerns only the soul. They invest in prayer and scripture, yet neglect the body or let their minds dwell on destructive thoughts. But hear me, my child, true transformation cannot be complete if it touches only one part of you. When I recreate you, I restore all of you, body, mind, emotions, and spirit. Reflect on how I formed you. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. My works are wonderful, and your soul knows it well. Psalm 139:14. Every cell in your body bears my imprint. Every thought in your mind can influence your physiology. Every emotion born in your soul can affect your physical health. Therefore, as I renew your spirit, you will see that renewal flow into every dimension of your being. When you carry long-standing anxiety, your body bears the weight. Tight muscles, restless sleep, unexplained pain. These are silent cries from your body, revealing unrest in your mind and soul. But when you rest in my presence, when you surrender your worries and let Christ's peace rule in your heart, a miracle unfolds. Your body begins to recover. Tension melts. Sleep returns sweetly. Strength rises from within. Likewise, negative thoughts, bitterness, and unforgiveness are toxic to the spirit and body. That is why I always call you to forgive, not merely for others, but to liberate you. When you choose love and forgiveness, you clear the way for healing to permeate your whole self. Conversely, when your soul is nourished and your mind renewed by my truth, your body receives new life. This is why I said, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, Romans 12:2. As your thoughts align with my word, you will notice tangible changes in your body. Chronic pains will fade. Movement will feel lighter and freer. And my child, my spirit's movement within you is not confined to the soul. As you learn to live in my flow, your body will become a more responsive instrument. Your natural senses will sharpen. You'll gain a new sensitivity to the needs of others. There will be moments when I use your very body as a conduit for healing, for comfort, for my presence to touch others. Remember, your body is the temple of my spirit, 1 Corinthians 6:19. And I desire that temple not just to look beautiful outwardly, but to be holy and strong from within, a place where I can move freely. That is why, in this transformation, I am not only renewing your spirit, but also restoring your mind and reshaping your body. So embrace this process with your whole heart. Do not seek change in only one, or re-invite me to work in your entire being. Let me touch your deepest thoughts, buried emotions, and unhealthy patterns. When you fully surrender, you will experience complete renewal, new life rising from the inside out. You will become whole, strong, and ready to step into all I have prepared for you in the season ahead. Your body will no longer be a burden, but a faithful partner to your spirit. Your mind will no longer be a battlefield, but a dwelling place of my word. And your soul will soar in intimacy with me, my beloved child. As transformation continues to deepen in you, I now want to speak of a broader horizon, the eternal meaning and vision behind all of this. For what I am doing is not merely for your immediate benefit, not only to make you healthier, more perceptive, or restored for a temporary season. No, my child, my ultimate goal is eternal. Everything taking place within you today is being woven into the eternal tapestry I've crafted for your life since before time began. Do you realize that every act I perform in you carries two dimensions, the immediate and the eternal, when I heal your body? It's not just to extend your lifespan, but so you may fulfill the spiritual mission I've assigned to you. When I renew your mind, it's not merely for clearer thinking, but so you may discern rightly on the battlefields of my kingdom. And when I deepen your spirit, it's not just for closeness with me, but so you may be salt and light in a wandering generation. Every life you touch, every soul stirred through your testimony and presence, becomes part of the eternal legacy I am building through you. That is why I take such care in preparing you. What I do may seem slow and require much patience. But remember, I am laying a foundation not for something fleeting, but for an unshakable kingdom. Look beyond yourself. I am not changing you for you alone. I am changing you so that through you, many others may be touched and led into their own transformation. I will use you as an instrument of life, healing, and light in the darkest places. There will be people who never read the Bible, but they will read the gospel through your life. They will see patience in your trials, peace in your storms, love where others show hate, and they will ask, where does this strength come from? In those moments, you will bear witness of Minot with eloquent words, but through a life truly transformed. And this is part of the eternal vision of the transformation I am working in you. Every soul touched through, you will carry that impact forward beyond what you can now imagine. One word of grace from you may plant a seed that blooms in a family. One act of forgiveness may break chains of bitterness bound across generations. One life of faithfulness may open the way for entire regions to be spiritually renewed. Know that your transformation has eternal worth, not just for this life. Every step, every lesson, every act of trust over doubt is being recorded in heaven's annals. This is not anonymous labor. Angels witness it. My kingdom recognizes it. And one day, when you enter eternity, you will see more fully the impact of all you have endured and embraced in this season. You must also understand, the transformation I bring today is preparation for the eternal glory you are destined to inherit. As it is written, "For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all." 2 Corinthians 4:17. The trials you face are not in vain. They are shaping you to one day wear the unfading glory of my kingdom. My beloved child, lift your eyes above what is in front of you. Do not see the restoration of your body or the renewal of your mind as the final goal. These are but means by which I am ushering you into higher, deeper things, a life with eternal impact. And when you walk in this awareness, you will no longer be easily shaken when trials come. You will know that everything happening today holds eternal value and is part of the symphony of glory I am composing through your life. Now that you begin to glimpse the eternal tapestry behind your transformation, I want to tell you something more. In my eyes, no trial is ever wasted. Every season of hardship you walk through, every long wait you endure, every tear you've shed will carry eternal significance beyond what you can now comprehend. Not one experience on your journey is redundant. I, the master potter, waste no clay in my hands. Reflect on this. My child, when I led Israel through 40 years in the wilderness, it was not because I lacked the power to bring them swiftly into the promised land, but it was in the wilderness where they learned to depend on me day by day. There they experienced bread from heaven, water from the rock, supernatural protection amidst danger. Every day in the desert had purpose. So too, every trial in your life is weighed and measured with divine intent. There are lessons you cannot learn in abundance only, in lack. There are qualities that are not born in comfort, but in the fires of battle, perseverance, humility, unwavering faith. These are not forged on easy days, but in the nights when you walk by faith with only my promise as your light. And these very trials are preparing you for the great assignments I have destined for you. In my kingdom, I never assign a mission without prior preparation. Every challenge you've faced has been part of that preparation. In waiting, I taught you patience. In being misunderstood, I refined your heart in meekness. In surrendering what you held dear, I taught you trust. In your pain, I opened your heart so one day you could bring comfort and healing to others. You do not yet know how many people in the future will need the lessons you are learning now. There are souls in pain waiting for someone to say, "I've been there. I understand. And God brought me through." They don't need mere theories. They need a living testimony, someone who has known my faithfulness in the deepest valley. And you, my beloved, are the one I am preparing for such a purpose. Know that in every dark season, I am not only equipping you, I am expanding your influence. Each trial overcome is a spiritual gateway, opened. The enemy cannot easily shake someone who has stood firm in storms. And when you emerge from this season, you will carry not only personal victory, but new authority in the Spirit. Your words will carry weight. Your prayers will shatter chains. Your actions will reach far and wide. Yes, my child, you've asked me, "Lord, why must I endure so much?" And I say to you now, because your calling is not small. You were not made for an ordinary life. I have marked you for great things in my kingdom. Therefore, the preparation cannot be shallow. A person building a small shelter does not need deep foundations, but one called to build a strong tower must dig deep. I am laying your foundation, and I will not do so lightly. So receive every trial with a grateful heart. Know that every drop of sweat, every tear, is part of my eternal plan being fulfilled in you. Each day you cling to my word, your foundation grows stronger. And when the time is right, I will lift you up and entrust to you missions beyond what you've dared to dream. Then you will understand why I allowed you to walk through each of these seasons. Above all, remember, I do not merely want you to do great things for me, I want you to become like my son. Every trial is not only preparation for ministry, but a shaping of your nature into the image of Christ. This is the ultimate aim of all transformation. And as you step into the new season, others will not only see someone with skill, they will see someone who carries the fragrance of Christ, reflecting divine love, humility, mercy, and power. Now that you understand each trial I allow is filled with purpose, preparing you for eternal assignments, I want to speak to you of another sacred part of transformation, the deep healing I am working within you. This healing touches more than the body or visible pains, it reaches the very core of your being, where old emotional and spiritual wounds have long lingered, perhaps even hidden from your own awareness. My child, do you know this? Along the flow of life, you've often forced yourself to stay strong, to keep walking, even when burdened inside. Harsh words spoken over you became barbs in your soul. Disappointments, broken promises, quiet losses all left small fractures within you. Over time, they did not vanish but accumulated, shaping how you see yourself, others, and even me. I am the one who sees the deepest places in you. I see beyond your smile. I hear your silent sighs. I understand not only the prayers spoken aloud, but the wordless cries of your spirit. And in this season of transformation, I do not merely restore your health or renew your mind. I long to touch the innermost depths of your soul, where long-standing wounds wait for healing. Remember my words, I have come that they may have life, and have it to the full. John 10:10. Abundant life is not just health without sickness. It is life freed from the chains of the pasta, life where your soul feels light, where your mind is no longer tormented by painful memories, and where your body no longer reacts to hidden anxiety. This is the deep healing I am offering you. You may wonder, how can this happen, my child? Not by your own strength, but by the power of my Spirit at work within you. When you surrender each part of your being, when you let me shine my light into the hidden corners of your heart, my Spirit will flow like pure water, cleansing, restoring, renewing. Memories that once gripped you will lose their hold. Guilt will be lifted. Peace will replace anxiety. Joy will rise in place of bitterness. As this healing unfolds, you'll notice something beautiful. Your body will begin to reflect the freedom within. Illnesses rooted in fear and emotional strain will dissolve. A fresh radiance will emerge in your eyes, your skin, your very steps. Not because you strive to portray wholeness, but because my life is flowing through you into every cell, every muscle, every breath. This healing is not for you alone. When you are healed, you become a stream of healing to others. Those near you will feel peace in your presence. Your words will touch hearts deeply. This, too, is part of your high calling, to carry healing not from yourself, but because you carry my life. So do not resist when I touch your deepest parts. Do not fear when I bring old memories to light. It is not to wound, but to heal. Let go of control. Let my spirit work gently, deeply, and when the process is complete, you will know a freedom like never before. A freedom no one can steal. A freedom that only my spirit can give. My beloved child, now that your journey of transformation has taken you through deep restoration, refinement, and healing, I declare to you, a new season stands at the door. What I began in you is not for you alone. It is equipping you for a powerful season of stepping into your divine calling. Listen closely. This is not an ordinary season. It is a season of open doors. Doors you once knocked on without answer will now open as you approach. Not because you are now worthy, but because the time is right. I, the one who holds the key of David, and will open doors no one can shut, and shut doors no one can open. Revelation 3-7. Prepare yourself, for I will lead you into new territories. Sometimes, literally, as well as spiritually. Places you once felt unqualified to enter. I will now take you into and make you stand firm. Areas where you once felt limited, I will grant you freedom and expansion. Relationships I have ordained will be activated, and you will see that my hand has gone before you. It is crucial that as you enter this new season, you keep your heart in humility and surrender. For the more you are given, the more you must lean on me. What you will experience is not for building your own kingdom, but for expanding mine. I am seeking pure hearts, those who do not seek their own glory, but desire that my name be lifted high. You may ask, Lord, am I truly ready? And I say to you, no one is ever ready in their own strength, but I am the one who enables you. Remember my words through Paul, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. My spirit will be your strength. So do not look at yourself and grow discouraged. Look at me, who began this work and will complete it. And my child, remember this too. A new season does not mean the end of trials. But now, you are equipped differently. What once caused you to stumble will no longer hold power. Temptations that once overcame you will retreat before my fresh anointing. Fears that once paralyzed you will be broken under the power of my Spirit. Let me be clear, this is a season of increase. Increase in knowledge of me. Increase in spiritual influence. Increase in the operation of my gifts. But also, a season of deeper purification. I will continually call you into more intimate places with me, so you are refreshed daily in my grace. What sustained you in the last season will not be enough for the next. You must seek me afresh each day. Know this, the new season is one where I level mountains and make highways in the wilderness. Invisible burdens will be lifted. Chains that once restrained, my expression through you will be broken. This is the season where barren land will bear fruit, and deserts will blossom. Isaiah 35:1. And you will carry that living water to many thirsty souls. So now, I speak blessing over you. I give you wisdom from above to discern my timing. I give you spiritual eyes to see clearly the path ahead. I give you ears to hear my voice above the noise. I give you a heart both strong and humble, so you may walk steadfastly in all things. My beloved child, as you step into the new season I have opened for you, there is something important I want you to remember. This is not a season to simply maintain what has been, but a time to move deeper and wider into the gifts I have given and will continue to increase. What you once saw as limitations will be broken. What you once believed was impossible will become possible through the power of my Spirit working within you. Do you know, even before you were formed in the womb, I appointed you with specific gifts. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Jeremiah 1-5. None of your gifts are accidental. Every talent, every holy desire within you, every spiritual sensitivity, they are precious gems I have embedded in you for my eternal purpose. But in past seasons, many of these gifts may have remained dormant. Fear, negative words from others, past wounds, they may have caused you to shrink back and doubt your call. But my child, I declare, the season of hiding is over. This is the season of revealing. What I have planted in you will now blossom and bear fruit. Some gifts you have already walked in will now be deepened and strengthened. Your spiritual discernment will sharpen. The words of wisdom I place in your mouth will bring deliverance and life to others. Your intercession will break spiritual chains with a new level of power, and new gift zones you have never operated in will emerge. Not by your striving, but by the natural flow of my Spirit. Know this, my child, gifts are not for impressing others or building personal reputation. They are tools to serve the body of Christ and expand my kingdom. When you use your gifts with a servant's heart and pure motives, I will increase them by my Spirit. But if used for self, the anointing will lift. This is a kingdom principle that does not change. Therefore, when you witness the power of these gifts increasing, remain humble. Remember, all things come from me and are sustained by me. Stay close to me in the secret place, away from human applause. It is there I will continue to refine you and teach you how to steward my gifts with wisdom and reverence. In this new season, your spiritual influence will stretch beyond what you imagined. Words spoken under my anointing will touch hearts you never expected. Simple acts of genuine love will carry eternal impact. You will find yourself a carrier of my presence in new spheres I will lead you into. With increased influence comes increased responsibility. I call you to guard your heart from all impurity. Be careful with your speech, your relationships, and your time. People will look not only at your gifts, but at your life through you. They will either be drawn closer to me or turned away. I do not say this to create fear, but to call you into watchfulness. My grace is sufficient for you. My Spirit's guidance will never leave you. As long as you hunger for me and obey even in the smallest things, I will continue to lead you into deeper waters of my Spirit. And in that place, you will no longer walk as you once did, but as a transformed one, walking in freedom, wholeness, and spiritual authority beyond what you've asked or imagined. So walk each day with spiritual ears open, eyes fixed on me, and a surrendered heart. The season of operating in your gifts and expanding influence is here. Step into it with trust in me, and you will witness wonders I prepared long ago for your life. My beloved child, now that you have heard and understood my words about this new season, the gifts, and the increase of spiritual influence, I invite you to pause in silence before me to receive my final blessing for you on this journey. For all that I have done in your restoring your body, renewing your mind, refining your spirit, and healing your soul was never to bring you to a stop, but to usher you into a new beginning. A new dawn is breaking, and I call you to walk in its light. First, know this, you do not walk into this new season alone, though you may feel isolated at times. Remember, I will never leave you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. My presence goes before you, surrounds you, and upholds you with every step. Let this truth anchor your soul. so that when new challenges arise, you will not be shaken or afraid. I tell you now, in this season, things you once thought impossible will become possible. Promises I placed in your heart long ago, promises you feared were forgotten will awaken and be fulfilled. The time I appointed has come, and when fulfillment comes, you will know it was not by your strength, but by my faithfulness and grace. Gratitude and humility will fill your heart. Understand, my child, that the true blessing I am giving you in this season is not outward success, but inward depth. It is peace that cannot be taken, joy not dependent on circumstances, and wisdom from above to guide your every decision. These qualities will be your foundation as your influence grows. When your inner world is rooted in me, you will stand firm against both praise and criticism. This new season is not just one of activity, is one of intimacy. I will draw you into deeper communion with me. At times, I will lead you away from busyness into stillness. Do not resist these quiet seasons. They are sacred moments where I anoint you afresh, renew your calling, and reveal deeper truths of my heart. Above all, my greatest desire remains your relationship with me. Nothing is more precious than you knowing me and being known by me. No accomplishment surpasses becoming more like my son. Keep your heart simple before me. No matter how many responsibilities you bear, never forget, you are first and always my beloved child. Let your work for me never replace your walk with me. My child, now in my name, I speak blessing over you. I bless your spirito, always hunger for me, to remain tender to the Spirit's teaching, to discern my paths in every decision. I bless your mind to be constantly renewed, to be filled with truth, and to distinguish clearly between what is real and false, light and darkness. I bless your body to be strong and flexible, a vessel useful for the Holy Spirit, untouched by sickness or fatigue. I bless your relationship, Stow, be purified and built on love and truth, nurturing your spiritual growth. I bless the work of your hand, Stow, be fruitful, to bring glory to me, and to serve as a vehicle for expanding my kingdom. Above all, I bless your journey ahead, that every step you take is guided by my light. Every season you enter is covered by my grace, and every trial you face becomes a platform for my power. My child, enter this new season with courage, with joy, and with holy expectation. For I, the faithful one, go before you. Every promise I've made I will fulfill. Every word I've spoken will not return void. Be strong. Be courageous. The new season has arrived, and I am with you today, tomorrow, and forever. Subscribe and turn on notifications to continue receiving these living words. Build an unshakable faith and walk in the boundless love of the Lord. Amen.